one, you first have to learn how to be scripted and make calls. If you are not at phone zone, it's the same as not being at BOM. I cannot work with you. Why? Because you're not coachable and you're not in alignment. But I can't make it. No, then I can't help you. I had a guy sit with me the other day, and he says, do we always have to make calls at the office? And I go, should I have to drive to you to make your phone calls? Well, no, I shouldn't. So wait, you don't want to drive to my office for me to make phone calls for you, but you want me to drive out of my way to go to you to make your phone calls? Get out of here. I'll go find someone else who wants to do it. There's too many people in San Diego. There's 4.1 million. And I'm going to go recruit them. I'm going to find them. I don't need you. You need me. If you're not coachable, you're not aligned. And then I challenged him. I said, be here tomorrow at this time to make phone calls. Guess what? He was there. Step 2, we're going to teach you how to recruit. You're going to be a powerful recruiter. Powerful recruiter. Power. Step 3, you're going to learn how to fast start. Step 4, you're going to learn how to do KTP. Notice that's last. And then step 5, guess what we're going to do here? We're going to duplicate. We're going to teach someone else, boom, 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 how to do it. That's the flow right there. That's it. What did I ask you about Fast Start School, Jacob? Do you forget already?
How much people do I have coming?
How many people are you going to have in Fast Start class? This whole FaceTime in here, the whole conversation should be scripting challenging, and how many people are at Fast Start? How many people are you going to have Fast Start with you? Just one? Good. How many of the most, what's the most you've ever had? None? So one will be your record breaker, right? Perfect. So you have one, right? Then next at Fast Start School, you should shoot for what? 2. And then next at Fast Start School, you should shoot for 4. If you could do 2, you could do 4. If you could do 4, you could do 8. If you could do 8, you could do 16. Right? If I could do 10 recruits in a month, I could do 15. If I could do 15, I could do 25. If I could do 25, I could do 50. If I could do 50, I could do 75. If I could do 75, I could do 100. Right? Right, Carlos?
Sure.
So here's how you do it. You ready?
Sure.
Here comes the boring stuff, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I lost my blue pen. Here comes the boring stuff. I use this. I use the flip chart, guys. Now, there's a lot of different ways you can do this, but come on out of there, man. All right. There's a lot of different ways you guys can do this. I'm going to teach you. Oh my gosh, are you serious? Who's paying $20 right now? Someone's paying $20. It's in here somewhere. There it is. Okay, cool. All right. This side's for recruiting, and here's how I recruit. And this is how we teach our guys to be scripted and recruit. Okay? All right. Number 1, you build rapport. Okay? So you're going to sit down with that person, and you've got 2 goals that you want. 2 goals that you're going to find when you're sitting with that person. Number 1, you're going to build rapport to get to know them, and you're going to find out who they were or when the most proudest time in their life was, if it's not right now. Most people you sit with, when is the most proudest time in their life? When? High school or college. Oh man, back in the day, I was a quarterback at A of U. I did this. I went to all the parties. I was the cool person, right? How many people you meet with say, oh, back in the day, the good old days, right? Those people need to be rescued, guys. They're dead. They're dying. They're living in the past. I remember back in the 80s, it was so good. Why? Why was it so good? Why can't it be good now? Most people feel like their life's over. So number 1, I want to find out who they are, when was the most proudest time in their life, right? Number 2, I want to find out what's their pain. What is their pain right now? What are they missing in their lives? What is it that they need? What are they lacking, right? So I sit down and I talk to a guy and say, hi, John. How are you, John? Oh, I'm good, great. So tell me about yourself, John. How many kids you got? Oh, I got, forming them, right? Family, occupation, recreation, right? Oh, I got 5 kids. Okay, are you even in college age? No, not yet. Oh, so you're probably getting excited for that, right? I'm going to talk to them like I want mentorship from them too, okay? Oh, it's great. You know, we're getting ready to maybe hopefully buy a house, but we just can't. Really, why can't you buy a bigger house for the kids? We just don't have the finance, really. So how much do you guys need in order to do that? Well, you know, we need to be making $150,000 a year. So you're not doing that yet, right? So here's the big one right here, guys. What's the plan to get you there? So I found out what his pain was, right? Then I want to find out what's his plan, his solution. How's he going to get there? How's he going to get to the next level in his life? Well, I really don't have one. Really? Well, look, you know, this might not be a fit for you. You know, and I know this is random, but Mike, if there was a way for me to show you how you could, you know, maybe earn an extra income on a monthly basis and still be able to enjoy the things you do right now and have the freedom, maybe to get that house, are you interested in looking?
No.
Like I said, it might not be a fit for you, okay? And then you do what? RI him right then and on the spot if you have time, or invite him to BYM. Leverage the office, guys. Like, there should be a goal in this office to get to 10 guests a minimum on a Tuesday night. Whatever BOM is the biggest, it's Tuesday or Saturday. What's the bigger BOM day in the office?
Usually Tuesday.
Tuesday? Okay, so the Tuesday, guys, the whole team needs to set a goal and rally behind getting a 10 to minimum 10 guest count. 10, guys. Last week, between San Diego and Arizona, we had 38 guests. Between 2 offices, 17 were in San Diego. And by the way, none of those were Money Smart, because Money Smart plugs into our office. We don't count our numbers in our numbers anymore. We don't have to pad our numbers anymore. There was a time when we did. Patrick sent me a text. Is that USA based only, or is that both Money Smart? Nope, it's not. It's only USA based. Okay, now, what if we RI him on the spot? This is the first thing I'm going to do. And I'm going to go through step by step for you. Here we go. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So would you agree, Brandon, that timing is everything in business?
Yes.
Great. If you have your flip chart, follow along, guys. Fantastic. So are you familiar with the baby boomers?
I am familiar.
You are familiar. Okay, well, tell me what you know about the baby boomers.
Well, I know they were before us.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them born at one time.
There's a lot of them, man. And there are a lot of different things that are happening right now in the United States economy that are resulting in a perfect storm. And number one is there are 76 million of these baby boomers retiring. There's a lot of economic uncertainty. Would you agree?
I agree.
You would. Do you know anybody who's suffering from economic uncertainty right now?
Yeah, a lot of my family.
Your family? Oh, like who? Who's your family?
My grandparents.
Your grandparents? I'm writing this down, guys, by the way. Who?
My grandparents.
What's your grandparents' name?
Alba and Louis.
Oh, anybody named after them?
My uncle.
Your uncle, okay. How's your uncle doing right now?
He's doing okay.
He's
He came
doing
from the
okay?
military.
He's in the military. Oh, okay. You know, military people do very well in our business. Right? Anybody else that you know that's suffering right now economically? Your mother. Oh, okay. What's your mom's name?
My mother's name is Allison.
Allison. Oh, anybody named after her?
No.
No?
She's the only one.
Only one. How many siblings do you have?
I have none.
You have none. Okay. So you're the only child.
The only child.
Wow. So your mother, you good relationship with your mom, then, huh?
Yes.
You had a lot of time there, huh?
Yes.
What am I doing right now?
Recording.
This is my brother right here. This is my homie. I've known him. We grew up together. We played stickball together in the streets. We played tag. Okay? There's also lack of trust in 3 out of the 4 key financial markets. Number 1, no one trusts the banking industry. Would you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
You agree? No one trusts the stock market right now. Would you agree?
I agree with that.
And no one trusts real estate. Would you agree?
Not anymore, yeah, I agree.
Do you know anybody that was affected by those industries?
Yes.
You do? Who are they?
Including my mother.
Including your mother. Okay. Boom. Now I'm putting a star next to his mom. Bang, bang, bang. Right? Okay. And there are a lack of licensed agents in our industry right now to take care of this baby boomer. So let me tell you about the baby boomers and as they age. I go through this, guys, really fast. I don't spend a lot of time on it. I don't get flashy with it. Number 1, the baby boom started in the 40s. And do you have any kids, Brandon?
I do not.
You don't. But you certainly know about Gerber, Johnson, and Mattel, right? Why is it you know about those companies? You don't have any kids, man.
They're just big companies.
They're just
everywhere.
big companies, right? Well, they started in the 40s when the baby boom happened. And as a result today, right place, right time, right?
Right.
And as you watch these baby boomers age, in the 50s, they're 5 to 7 years old. What does a 5 to 7 year old start attending, Brandon?
School.
School, right? And then if it's a parent, I change it up a little bit. I go, school, right? Those are the days and us as parents, we go, yes, they're gone for 6 hours. Right? Parents, we know that, right? You're like, heck yeah, baby, they're gone for 6 hours, right? And then you go, crap, how are we going to pick them up from school? Right? I change my conversation based on the person I'm sitting with. Right? So what industry you think boomed then? There's 76 million kids that are going to school now. There's probably not enough what? Schools, right? So schools start to build. So construction industry took off in the 50s. Then in the 60s, these baby boomers are now 16 years old. What does a 16-year-old want to do, Brandon? They want to drive, right? But do you want to drive the wood grain station wagon? No. No, you want to drive the what? Fun, fast, sporty, affordable, right? Automobile industry booms in the 60s. Then in the 70s and the 80s, these baby boomers are now 30 years old. They have families. They don't want to rent anymore. What do you think they want to do? They need to buy houses, right? You want to buy a house. You got a family. You want a castle, right? Right. Exactly. Real estate booms. And now there's one time period left for these baby boomers. It's between now and 2029. You know how many baby boomers are hitting 65 on a daily basis, according to New York Times? 11,000. 11,000 people are retiring every single day. And you know what those baby boomers are worth? $40 trillion on the low end. That means $40 trillion is getting ready to go like this. Right? Now, would you agree there's some time in there? Yeah, absolutely. Imagine if you had 40 million iPhones and no one knew about the iPhone yet. Would you be pretty rich? Yes. Same thing's happening right now. Then I turn over to this page here and I talk about these generations here. And I go, look, there are 4 key generations in our country now, today, right now, Brandon. There's 82 million millennials. Those are people between the ages of 20 and 34. Do you know any millennials? Me. You? Right? How old are you again?
I'm 25.
You're 25. All right, cool, man. I'm 35. So us first year millennial, you're right in the middle there. So us millennials, we got to stick together. What am I doing? I'm still relating to him, right? So what do you think these millennials are looking for?
Jobs.
They're looking for money. Is there a lot of jobs out there?
No ones that can pay well.
Not ones that can pay well. In fact, most are coming out with a lot of what? Debt. School debt, right? If there was a way that I could show you how to help them with their school debt, would you want to learn how to do that and make money? Absolutely. Well, guess what? That's how we do, but we don't work with everybody. What did I just do? I just took it away from them, right? But I went, here you go. No, I'm not ready to give it to you, right? So what we do is we help to teach these people how to become entrepreneurs. Did you know it's the age of the entrepreneur right now? You did? Yeah, you got to follow this guy online. Go online right now with your smartphone. Look up patrickbutdavid.com. Boom. Now I'm plugging him into what? Social media, right? Okay? The next generation is Generation X. You don't have any siblings, but this for me, I got siblings. This is a sandwich generation. These are people between the ages of 35 and 49. This generation's been beat up the most. They've experienced downsizes, layoffs, outsourcing, all these stuff. What do you think we're doing with these folks? We're trying to system. We're teaching them how to transition out of the 20th century into the 21st century. Right? Because most of them are stuck there. And then there's the baby boomers. You talked about that. We're teaching them how to retire. And then there's 40 million seniors that are left behind by the financial industry. And we're teaching those people how to retire as well. There's 200 million people right here, Brandon, that need what we do. Guess how many people there are in America today to help them? Not a lot. Only 149,000. It's crazy, huh? And when you think of life insurance and financial services, what do you think of? What kind of person do you think of? Banker, old maybe, gray hair? Yeah? Do you think of someone like me or you walking in the door?
No.
No? But all those people, they're getting ready to retire, aren't they?
Yes.
So doesn't it make sense for me and you to fill the ranks?
I agree.
Because there's only 149,000 of them, and there's 200 million people that need what we do. There's not enough. You agree there's a big supply and demand issue there?
I agree.
Here's what we do, and here's how it works. I skip over this, guys, because I explain it just like that. There's no reason to go there. If you want to go there, go there. This is what makes us different, because we're a crusade-based company. You see, would you agree that a lot of people are left behind by the financial services industry?
Yep, I agree with that.
Absolutely. Especially guys like you and I, right?
Yes.
Especially millennials, right?
Yes.
We just get taught how to go into debt, don't we?
Yeah, we just get taught to work.
We got to work, but we never got taught about how money works, do we?
No.
Doesn't that piss you off?
Yeah.
You know what? We're looking for people that are competitive and they're hungry and they want to learn. Would you think that that's someone like you?
I think that would be a good
Do you
fit.
know anybody else that's like that?
I have quite a few people in mind.
Beautiful. Who? Any names that catch your mind real quick?
Angel or Chaz or a friend of mine.
I'm already building my top 25 before I even fast start, guys. Okay? So here's what we do. You're going to love this because this is what captured my heart when I first came in here. See, there are 2 types of people in America today. Those who make less than 100,000 and those who make more. Folks over here in the red, they get introduced to financial services by two places. Number one, it's the bank.